Hey, Ari Technology, it's Maya Paveza. It is Technology Tuesday here on aritechnology.com, and I am from the Hip Roof and Coldwell Banker. Nice to see you. Well, nice to be here. Anyway, so great real estate weekend for me. I hope everyone else had a good one. I think the team got, I think, 4 properties under contract, so that's pretty good. We're a pretty young team and we got a lot going on. So the market industry, at least in my area, seems to be doing really well. So I hope it is in your area too. So let's get down to our technology questions. First question, I've noticed that some really odd people are following me on Twitter. I've never met them and they're not even part of my industry. Should I block these people or something? All right, first of all, let's show the shirt here. I'm tweeting this. Anyway, um, well, I'm kind of the opinion I don't really worry about who's following me. I worry about who I'm following. So, unless it's something that you find very offensive or in some way they're bothering you in their interactions, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. I don't think there's a mandatory follow back rule either. And I don't. If somebody talks to me, interacts with me, I will follow them back when I have time. And otherwise, I don't really worry about it because I think as long as I engage in a conversation with someone, hopefully that's good enough. So I wouldn't really worry about who's following you. As far as professionalism, obviously, who you follow, I think, is probably more important. So you don't want to necessarily be following a lot of people, sites, or things that don't necessarily portray you in the best light. So, let's keep our secret interests that people might have, your passion for collecting coins and stamps, whatever. You know what I mean? So just be professional, be smart, and make smart choices. Next question. I'm getting married soon. Congratulations. Yay. I'm going to be changing my last name, but I'm worried about changing my last name only on Facebook and Twitter accounts. I want people to know me by my maiden name to be able to find me. What do you think I should do? Oh, well, then keep your maiden name. You can always hyphenate. You can just keep it in general for business. You don't need to change your name for business purposes. A lot of women do that. They'll keep their maiden names for business and work and use their married names in their personal lives. It helps give you a little more anonymity sometimes in general. So that's something to consider. But otherwise, Facebook does have an option for maiden name, so it's still searchable and people can find you that way. And Twitter, for instance, I put my maiden name in there just in case friends wanted to find me. So, it's a personal decision what you do. I think that not everybody are changing their names at all anymore. Some people are hyphenating. So, I wouldn't think too much about it. Decide what's comfortable with you and your future spouse. Do you want to just maybe use your maiden name for business? That's probably a really good option, especially if you've built a strong enough brand. That transition and name change can potentially be a little tough on people if they don't, if they're not aware of that transition. It's something that should be handled very gradually over a couple of years, actually, if you're well established. So consider your options, see what's comfortable with you. But yeah, you can always just put it in as a middle name too. But that might help, hopefully. All right, final question. Most of the same people who friend me on Facebook follow me on Twitter and vice versa. If I'm posting the same message or update on both Facebook and Twitter, is it overkill? Will it frustrate my connections if they see the same thing twice? Um, I would not consistently post everything you put on Twitter onto Facebook. That is a little bit of a faux pas. People are not looking for that level of interaction. Posting a couple times on Facebook is fine, but if you're having a really busy Twitter day and you're posting everything to Facebook, you will probably potentially annoy some people. Plus, the syntax and communication is a little bit different. So I would caution you from doing that too frequently. If you're sharing good information or a link, if you're sharing something you're doing and you want to put it on Facebook too, I think it's a time saver and that it takes one step out of the process. But I would not consistently use your Twitter account and link it to Facebook or LinkedIn ever. Once in a while, that's fine. All the time, absolutely not. So those are good questions. All right, so let's see. This week in technology, I think we've got some good stuff coming up. So hopefully we'll see some innovations. A lot of people are talking about Google Plus. I don't know about what the value is for the real estate industry quite yet, but it certainly is causing a stir and a lot of changes in other platforms. We do have Facebook that just added their video chat. So that'll be interesting as well. So keep an eye on technology, And don't forget to check in with aritechnology.com often and send your questions. We'd be happy to answer them. I'm Maya Paveza. Happy Technology Tuesday, and I'll see you next week.